Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the Wings Only Racing presented by Green to Checker Racing. It is 410 winged sprint cars tonight, live from the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Steve McMillan once again, and special guest Chris Nunn. Gentlemen, it's another three-way action here to finish up a Sunday heading into Monday.
It's after midnight. We're no longer PG rated, I don't think. It's the after midnight version of the broadcast.
So we've gone from R-rated Wednesdays, and now it's M18, MA18. No, it's R18, isn't it?
After dark.
Sprint cars after dark. I like it. Boys, welcome back in once again. We're set for another week. We're coming off 360s last week at the Knoxville Raceway. A good showing there for these drivers, and now we've got 17 drivers tuned up their 410 wing sprint cars to get around Limaland. This is a different kettle of fish right now.
Limaland, definitely. You go from that big half mile in Knoxville to the tight little quarter mile. It's gonna be like what are they, fighters in a barrel? Is that what you call it? Air fighters in a gymnasium, is what we call it.
Or something in a skillet.
Who's putting what in what skillet?
Smothered and covered in a skillet.
Have you got some glitter still in your face, Steve? I think you you went motorboating on those.
And it's qualifying time, ladies and gentlemen.
That indeed it is. Let's bring up the qualifying, and let's bring up the driver that we're watching down the bottom left as we try. There we go. So these drivers have, I think it is, Steve, I think 2 or 3 laps. The track has been reset down to about 10%. So yeah, 2 laps around Limaland. Alan Gates on screen. You can see his best lap time, 11.271. His last lap time is going to be quicker with a 10.898. Alex Studinger, best lap time in quick time so far with a 10.740. Boy, these guys are hauling 855 around here.
Definitely. And look at Alex Studinger. He's already raced one race tonight. So, in a 410. So is Ernie Williams Jr., who's now on the track.
All right.
Hey, we might get a fast time at about 10.4 is what I'm going to predict at about fast time.
Ooh, I'm going to go 10.6s right now, and I think it's going to come from this guy in the number 91 machine. But again, look at Sebeske. He is equal quick time with Alex Studinger both 10.740. Ernie Williams Jr. 10.995. That'll go quicker, and it should go 10.699. Geez, I'm pretty good on picking these times, aren't I?
You were spot on.
Ronald Piles on the racetrack right now, the number 68 machine, 15th quick, only one driver not to take a time. As in fact, it's going to be 2 drivers because Mason Hannigan has finally made his way onto the racetrack here in just a few short moments. Ronald Piles, 11.153 his last lap, but best of 11.120. No, listen, Mason, look. No rush. We've got another 4.5 minutes of qualifying. Feel free to get out there whenever you like. Look, I reckon I put a vote. Okay, Steve, actually, Chris and I had this conversation during the broadcast, and again, we want to put it to the fans. First of all, Coke or Pepsi Max?
Well, since I know you burp off of Pepsi Max, I'll choose Coke.
We're no longer friends anymore. Speaking of finally someone getting out onto the racetrack, at FK Bearings, Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, 1X machine. Little Hurricane trying to throw up a bit of a storm here at Limaland. Trying to best his teammate Ernie Williams Jr. with a 10.699. We'll wait for the first lap time to come through, and it is going to be a 10.748. That is 5th quick for Mason Hannigan, a 10.748. That'll be slow. That'll be at 10.812, I reckon, without looking at it. 8.64 close. Geez, you suck.
Do you know how old the little Hurricane is?
16? 15?
Oh,
16?
okay. 15 or 16. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I could probably go ask him. Hold up.
Let's take a guess. Chris, how old do you think the hurricane is, the little hurricane?
17, maybe.
All right, he says 17. I say 16. Brett goes with 15.
Hang on.
So we can find
hang on. I said 16 to start off, and I said 15 or 16. Why are you taking my 16?
I don't know. I like that one better. Let's get ready for your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Actually, you know what? He is 19 years old.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he's 19.
Yeah, you see, look, I was going to say 19 after Steve stole my 16 pick, so...
So you're going to steal Chris's pick. All right, on your front row tonight.
I'm not stealing Chris's pick because you said 18, didn't you?
I looked it up on Facebook, so I saw his birthday.
Cheat. What a cheat.
All right. On your front row tonight's Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, car number 42L. It's Lance Christie on his outside. It's the 19-year-old from Indiana, Mason Hannigan.
All right, position number 3 is going to be Chris Sebeske and Ernie Williams Jr. out of position number 4.
Tyler Matheny, and we'll see Alan Gates.
Wyatt Brown will start 7th night with Jeffrey Herrick starting 8th.
Well, Brett Strickler, the 38, going to roll off out of position number 9. We get set here for heat race number 1 of 2. Here are the Wings Only Racing 410 Wing Sprint Cars, of course, presented by Green to Checker Racing. And next week, they'll switch back to the 360s. Tell you what, Steve, I'm going to let you lead this one off to the green flag.
All right, pace truck looking to pull off into turn number 3. Lance Christie and Mason Hannigan. Green flag is out. Good start for Lance Christie. He goes into the high side of turn number 1. Look at the Hurricane, the little one underneath him. He takes the lead down the back straight away into turn number 3.
Now continuing to watch.
Go ahead, Rick. So I thought the pace truck was going to roll out onto the racetrack. As small as this thing was, I saw it putting around the infield. As Hannigan takes the lead into turn number 4. They touch coming out of 4, Brett. They almost had a wreck.
Yeah, Christie on that in the 42L machine. Now here comes Ernie Williams Jr. making it a 3-car battle now for the runner-up spot. And you got to feel, there's contact there with Sebeske and I believe that might have been Wyatt Brown. But you got to feel sorry for right now for Mason Hannigan. In the 1X machine, about 3 laps ago, he was in the lead, and now he's back to position number 3.
Well, that's all right, because his teammates in front of him, Ernie Williams Jr. in that second spot, and he's right. Look underneath him as they go into turn number 3. They're side by side for spot number 2 out of turn number 4. Ernie Williams is second, but look at Lance Christie still continues to lead as we're on lap number 6.
And I will take a little bitty quarter-mile bull ring any day with this kind of action. It is Christie, Williams, and Hannigan as they're everywhere on this racetrack, top, middle, and bottom.
Yeah, they're not afraid to make this one work around this tight little bull ring. As you said, quarter of a mile. As there goes Ernie Williams Jr. Now he's going up to the top of the racetrack. Christie continuing to hold on to the race lead. Jeez, look at how close Ernie Williams gets. Look at the lap go. Oh, look out.
Lance Christie, 2 laps to go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He has Ernie Williams Jr. in his hip pocket out. Turn number 4, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go for Christie.
He's got to stick it to the top side. Does Williams? We'll see what he does coming out of turn 3 and 4. Oh, he goes to the bottom. He fooled me. Out of turn 4, Lance Christie picks up the win.
Ernie Williams Jr. going to come home second. We'll bring up the results here in just a few seconds' time. I know Mason Hannigan did end up grabbing third. As results coming up on screen right now. Heat race number 1, Lance Christie, Ernie Williams Jr., Mason Hannigan, your top 3, Tyler Matheny, Wyatt Brown, your top 5, Chris Sebeske in 6th, Jeff Herrick in 7th, Brett Strickler, and Alan Gates. They're in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2, boys. Steve, your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid looks like this.
Start on your front row is car number 7, Josh Flood on his outside, and car number 47 is Devin Bonds.
Robert Satterfield, the 55, will start position number 3. Alex Studinger in the 54 will start position number 4.
Row 3, we'll see Brett Rolls in 17. Outside of him, Nicholas Books in 24.
Starting 7th, 9th, Eric Turper in at 115, and Ronald Powell's in car number 68.
And that will be all. Only 8 cars on the racetrack right now for heat race number 2.
Brett.
What?
The green lights are working.
Where?
Where it says heat race.
Up the top, yeah. Yeah, big thanks to LSR TV for that one. He's actually been helping us out quite a bit over the past week or so.
Yes, he's been a big help to us, and we love the new overlay system. And lights go out on the base truck, Chris. Go ahead and bring us to the green flag.
Front row, Josh Flood, Devin Butts will lead us down here on this quarter-mile Limaland Motorsports Park. Pace truck pulls into the infield. Josh Flood, Devin Butts lead him down out of turn number 4. 10-lap heat race. Our final heat of the evening as they roll out of turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Robert Satterfield now goes to that second spot. Josh Flood continues to lead, but here comes Satterfield on the bottom of the racetrack, side by side of the line.
Just going to say, get your binoculars out. The camera's a little bit far away. He's stood there. Cops a little bit of a bump there from Eric Tupper. But back up front, it's Satterfield and Josh Flood. Flood on the outside. That's the black, yellow, and orange number 7 machine. He's trying to work it upstairs. He'll make the mistake in 1 and 2. Satterfield goes on by. And up comes the inside on Devin Butts now, looking for second on Flood.
As you see, side-by-side battling for the second place, but the Twisted Motorsports driver Robert Satterfield continues to lead as they're in turn number 3 out of turn number 4 as we complete lap number 5, or 4.
And there's still single file out of turn number 2 down the bank straightaway. Satterfield's opened up a 7, 10th, 8 now, 10th, 9/10 of a second lead, and it's growing by the second as they roll out of turn 1 and 2. Flood try to hold off Devin Butts there for that second spot. Butts going to try to throw a slider. Here he comes out of turn 4. Almost got it.
Yeah, let's tell you what, this is a good battle between Flood and Butts right now as Butts continuing upstairs in turns 3. He'll make a little mistake. Brett Rolls coming on by in that 17 machine as he's now in position 3. Nearly tags the rear nerve bar of that 7 of Josh Flood, but Robert Satterfield, he's up into the race lead and he has just checked OUT here with just 2 laps left to run, Steve.
2 laps to run. He has almost a straightaway lead over Josh Flood and Brett Rawls as they come out turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 more to go.
Satterfield, Flood, and Rolls top 3 as they roll down the back straightaway. A 2-second lead for your winner. It's got to be your Robert Satterfield. Josh Flood will come home second as he tagged the wall coming out of turn 4. Brett Rolls and Devin Butts round out the top 4. We'll check out the finishing order here as it pops up on your screen. There it is right there. Satterfield, Flood, Rolls, Butts, Studinger, your
that's
top
not
5.
me doing it. That's not me doing it. That's not me doing it.
Earlier.
Upper, Books, Piles, and Jacobson.
That wasn't
So
me.
when you look at that, let me ask you, Brett. So you look at Flood, Rawls, and Butts. Let's come up with something with that, with the 3 last names.
Flood, Rolls, Butts.
There you go. Brett's like, what? I'm too tired.
It's over my head, I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you this.
I think he wants me to open up the Nicholas books of puns and see if I can't stick it in the behind of Devin Butts.
Warm-ups period. We got an 8-minute warm-up. Is that what it is?
Surely not. I think they'll advance it after a couple of minutes.
There you go.
Just
Kill the track.
Yeah, just don't flood it.
He said he heard us in the broadcast. So far, top of the charts. So far on the charts of the warm-up, Ernie Williams Jr. quickest so far. Alex Studinger in second. Mason Hennigan in third. Brett Strickler in fourth. Alec Gates in fifth. Tyler Matheny in sixth. Josh Flood 7th. 8th is Nicholas Books. And look at Sebastian moving up into that 3rd spot in time.
I was going to say, settle down, Boomer, mate. It's only a warm-up session. All right, let's go through and let's pick winners. I'm picking first. I'm going Ernie Williams Jr.
I'm going
What?
Satterfield.
I am going to go with the little hurricane. And you know what? Patricia says, hello, Steven, hello, Brett, and hello, Chris.
Hey,
She finally got your name right. Not the guy that you normally forget about.
that's right. I like it. Just FYI, I am doing this race doped up on a sleep aid, so we are in good shape.
I used to have a go about that.
It can't be any worse than what Steve used to do.
Now, I had a neighbor that used to get drunk on Ambien, and then the neighborhood I lived in, I never used to lock my doors. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, this guy comes in my house, looks over me in my bed while I'm asleep, and says, "What are you doing in my bed?" Scared the shit out of me. I had to walk him back home. And then he wanted to get dollar bills and stick it in the garage key on the door. He thought it was a stripper, and he was trying to tip the whole dollar bills. And so, let's just say, me walking home that night, I made $100.
That is awesome.
I bet you did. I bet you only had a pair of undies on too. I'd say you got the $100, Steve. You just kept putting them in there.
As we go advancing over to the future race.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be a full 8 minutes, but all right, boys, it's now time. Get serious. Our 30-lap A main event. The car's about
It's
to
not 100 lapper.
Don't you start. Don't you start, seriously. All right, let's take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Rolls your pole setter in the 17. Outside of him, Steven's pick. It's a little hurricane, Mason Hannigan.
Row number 2 is going to be Josh Flood in the 7 on his outside. Ernie Williams Jr. in the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV machine and Dirty Dicks.
Rapid Satterfield gonna start position number 5, and Lance Chrissy in the 42L will start position number 6.
Tyler Matheny in row 4. Outside of him, we'll see Devin Butts in the 8.
The starting ninth is Wyatt Brown and Alex Studinger.
Chris Sebeske out of position 11. Eric Tupper lining up out of position number 12.
In row 13, we'll see Jeff Herrick in 49. Outside of him, Nicholas Books in 24.
Starting 15th is Brent Strickler, and Ronald Piles will start 16th tonight in car number 68.
Then we go back to Alan Gaines in the 17th and final position. Travis Jacobson did not even make the call for tonight. And
Tyler Matheny giving the EOL. And you know what, Brett? That's his sponsor, right?
Yeah, yes. It was just the way you said it, though.
Yeah. So why was Matheny given an EOL?
I have no clue.
Because
We've got no idea here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
because I can.
All right, here we go. Green flag is out as we get dirty for 30 down into turn number 1 and 2. Rolls will lead Mason Hannigan. Hannigan looking to the inside. Then you go back to Ernie Williams Jr. right on the outside. And Brett Rolls has just copped a Black Diamond sandwich. They split him inside and outside, side by side. Ernie Williams to the race lead down the back straightaway.
Looked at 3 wide out of turn number 4. And Ernie Williams Jr. going to lead lap number 2.
And Brett's pick out front right now. Steven's picking second. My guy sitting back there in the 4th spot. He's just biding his time. He's waiting to take over. We got cars in the wall back there in turns 3 and 4. Looks like Eric Tupper is one of them.
Josh Flood as well. Oh, yes, Eric Tupper here. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay and see why. Flood got into the wall in turns 1. The rear end busted on that race car. There's contact in the back. Jeez, it's all happening here at Limaland. I almost said Lanier just then.
Eric Tupper. Yes, we used the fuel in my jet, and you know what? We might be walking home because I did not pay the fuel bill.
You better get those dollar bills out, buddy. Okay, so Mason just told me 14.
Huh?
I would say he's young, and I know he's 19, but I was going to let y'all go with it.
I don't think he was that old.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
So he lied on his Facebook page. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's Facebook, mate. Come on. He's up.
We should give him an EOL for that.
Yeah, why? Just because we can.
And
we are going to bring up a penalty system. Mason Hannigan lying on Facebook. EOL. Green flag is back out.
Look at the Hurricane underneath his teammate down the back straightaway. Cannot complete the pass into turn number 3. They're side by side out of turn number 4 and caution back out on the racetrack.
Oh man, I think we have a good one brewing there. Caution coming out, gonna slow the field down once again. And another reason we should give him an EOL is because he's Steven's pick.
I mean, I'm down with that. Looking at the 49H of Jeffrey Herrick. It's just coming. Oh, there's a bit of a right rear there from Nicholas Books.
He was upside down like a what, Brett?
I'm not too sure, Steve.
Upside down kick.
He's flattened the top. Or the side, I guess.
All right, coming back to live pictures here from Limaland Motorsports Park. Lights are out on the pace track. Ernie Williams Jr., Mason Hannigan, Brett Rolls, your top 3. Wyatt Brown, Robert Satterfield. Satterfield's not doing too good here, Chris. He's going backwards.
It's the announcer's jinx, I'm telling you.
Actually, Wyatt Brown's up 5 positions as well, from 9th up to 4th. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Red light shows on the screen. Yep, I thought we got rid of that.
As you see, going down the back straightaway, Mason Hannigan trying to battle for the lead with Ernie Williams Jr., but Ernie Williams Jr. will have it at the line. They go to turn number 1. Williams into the wall a little bit. Out of turn number 2, Brett. Here comes Hannigan.
Yeah, good battle for the lead right now. Hannigan working low. That's the black and red machine you see on screen. And yellow back out.
My guy has dropped all the way back to 11th, 9th. I don't know where he's at now. He fell backwards a bunch.
Ooh, Brett, you can show everybody their I ratings too on here in the class line.
Seriously, don't worry about I rating. I rating means Jack. It wasn't him. I thought it might have been.
So right now out of the race we have Josh Flood that's in the pit area. We have Travis Jacobson that's out, and someone just went in the pit. So that's who the caution for, the 38 machine.
Britt Strickler.
All right, my guy's back up to 5th. All right, so we're not out of it yet.
All right, the Wings Only Racing presented by Agree to Checkered Racing. You're watching it live on Ultimate Dirt TV as we're going to double back up for this restart. Base track going to be pulled in into turn number 3.
See if we can get a few laps in here under green flag racing. Seems like you get a couple in, then we go yellow, and then allow for everybody to spread out a little bit. As Mason Hannigan now goes to the lead down the back straightaway. He got a good jump there on that restart. Here comes Wyatt Brown. We got a car up into the wall and upside down.
And I believe they'll go back to the last recorded lap as well. So that should put Ernie Williams Jr. back to the lead, I would assume, because they never technically got to the line.
Well, you know what, Chris? If that's the case, Brett should be disqualified from his pick from cheating.
What do you mean?
My guy passed it fair and clean and square.
Okay, Steve. All right, Steve. Let's
We need to put my guy up front just out of sympathy.
It seems like a you problem, buddy. Steve, the Neapolitan ice cream.
Josh Flood says in the chat, I got killed, so I'm admin now.
What flavor do you eat first?
Easy, chocolate, and we're fixing to go green. Single file restart.
Get out. We are no longer friends. In fact, your price have now just been doubled.
Because normally strawberry I put on my nose.
What?
Yay!
Green flag is out for the restart.
I can't. Down the back street.
I won't.
Ernie Williams in the second spot. It's Brett Rolls, and we have lost control here in the broadcast booth here at Limaland Motorsports Park.
Oh, Ernie Williams Jr. almost loses it coming out of turn number 2. He will fall back to that 4th spot or 3 wide out of turn number 4.
Oh, you can't throw a yellow now to put him back up front. Oh my God, I guess you can. We got him everywhere.
We can do whatever we want. Oh man.
I liked Josh Flood's comment in the chat. I got killed, so I'm admin now.
Yeah, his car once he caught that outside wall that came back down, it just pretty much sat on the chassis rails.
Yes, tough luck for the 17 machine.
He busted a rear end. Stop it. Hey, look, Satterfield's up to 4th.
Hey.
You sound excited. Hey.
It's like I said, everything's fuzzy right now. Look at that.
Rub the eyes together. Go, or not together, but just rub your eyes.
You ever taken melatonin? Ew. So Hannigan, Brown, Williams, Satterfield.
As you look out.
Everything you can to keep Steven from picking the right guy. You can't
There
let
we
Steven
go.
have bragging rights.
As pace truck pulls off for fixing to go green flag action again. Here we go. A little hurricane on the gas. He's dropped the hammer.
Oh, copyright infringement out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
Don't worry, I know Chet will be good.
Yeah, Chet's a good guy. I like it.
I always ask first before I can take someone's saying.
Look at Wyatt Brown. How about this run for him? He's up 6 spots up to that 3rd spot in that number 2 machine. Here comes Devin Butts now into that 4th position as my guy is falling backwards.
He's working the top side of the racetrack right now. In turn number 1 and 2, he's right upstairs. He'll come down the exit of turn 2, get into the back there of Devin Butts, and take a look at Nicholas Brooks. They go 4 wide there. And now up on the inside, Tyler Matheny trying to make something happen as well. Look at Brooks up 9 spots and he's inside the top 5.
And look at this, Ernie Williams Jr. to the race lead on lap number 16. And it's out of turn number 2. He started to pull away from the little hurricane. Hurricane to the bottom. As you see, Williams on the high side.
Williams has had enough of running back there in that 2nd spot. He decided to put it up top, and he sped around him there on the high. He's already stretched it out to about 7/10 of a second over Mason Hannigan. Now we're about a 2.5 back, the 3rd spot as well. That run from Nicholas Brooks, man. 9 spots, 10 spots now as he goes to 4th.
We must have lost break, because here it comes.
No, what are you talking about? I'm still here. Turns out I've just got to, I've got to find the right button to talk, apparently. Tell you what, Wyatt Brown's doing a pretty good job as well to hang right here with Mason Hannigan. Hannigan has now opted to go up on the top side of the racetrack all around this tight little bullring, but man, Ernie Williams Jr., he's been good the last 5 or 6 laps since he got to the lead. And he has now put a 1.5 second gap between himself. Good old Boomhauer, Ernie Williams Jr., your leader with 9 to go.
As you look, he's fixing to come up on lap traffic at a couple laps there. Ernie Williams Jr., Mason Hannigan, and Wyatt Brown, Nicholas Brooks, and Devin Bunch, your top 5.
Lap traffic is coming up very quickly, but laps are clicking off. We'll see if it affects him any as he looks to put Lance Christie a lap down. He's got Christie, Gates, and Herrick ahead of him. He'll work the low side, try to shoot the gap between the lap cars, and if he gets around these lap cars, that may put the nail in the coffin there for Hannigan.
Yeah, looking to seal the deal right now with Ernie Williams Jr. He does get past 2 of the lap cars, Gates and Christie, now getting a run on Herrick out of turn number 2. Mason Hannigan still holds on to 2nd. Wyatt Brown's just somewhat fallen off over the last sort of 4-5 laps now. So we've only got 5 laps left to run, Steve. And this battle between Butts, Brooks, Satterfield, and Strickler once again. Didn't you say he went back to the pits and he's now back up to 7th?
Yes, he is. And it's good run for him. You know, but who I'm really impressed with is Wyatt Brown in the 10 machine. He's really been getting it on going the last couple of weekends.
Wyatt Brown and that deuce. Just a few laps to go here at Limaland Motorsports Park. It is all Ernie Williams Jr. all the time here on Sprint Cars After Dark.
We did say that these sprint car drivers and just iRacers in general just will stay up or get up at any time throughout the night just to get a race in and just to make sure that they keep sharp as the white flag is out. Final lap here in tonight's main event as we come off turn number 4. Thank you very much, Ernie Williams Jr. You've just scored me 50 from each of these blokes, as that's what the bet was, 50 to pick a winner.
Send you an IOU.
That was paid out by Josh Flood. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's take a look at your results coming up on screen right now. Ernie Williams Jr. winner by nearly 3 seconds ahead of Mason Hannigan. Home in second, Wyatt Brown in third, Nicholas Brooks, Brett Strickler rounding out your top 5, Devon Butts, Robert Satterfield, Alex Studinger, who for some reason is doing donuts after finishing 8th spot. But anyhow, do what you got to do. Eric Tupper in 9th, Ronald Piles rounding out your top 10. Then you go back to Tyler Matheny, Jeff Herrick, Lance Christie, Alan Gates, Brett Rolls, Chris Sebeske, and Josh Flood. First car to go a lap down and not finish the race.
Well, Brett, after the show, I'll tell you why Mason Hannigan let Ernie Williams Jr. win.
Oh, gosh, I'm just excited for this one.
So you're saying we have some collusion here?
Hey.
Yes, I mean, I would too if I was 14.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, when we interview Ernie, have you ever watched King of the Hill?
I totally got the Boomhauer reference.
Yeah, sweet. Now, when Ernie finally gets in here, you'll understand why.
Oh, we interviewed him last week, I believe.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, we might have.
Well, we're waiting for these drivers to get into the broadcast channel. Want to thank the sponsors here on Ultimate Dirt TV, Wicked Cushion. Who else, Brett?
Who'd you say? Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, DirtFan.com, iRace Wraps, ISBC Broadcasting, and Critical Hit Baits.
There you go. And thanks to the sponsors of the league.
I think, hang on. Are these guys not coming over?
There they go. They're popping in slowly. Mason following Ernie. Ernie's in the general chat with Mason Hannigan. We're just waiting for Wyatt Brown to enter the room.
Mason's following Ernie like he just ran second. Oh, wait, he did. Chris, I'll tell you what, I'll let you chat to our good old Boomhauer.
I'm here.
Ernie Williams Jr., your winner tonight. Tell you what, man, that was a good battle there between you and Mason there about mid-pack through the race. Then you got around him and you absolutely flat dog stomped the entire field, man. You got to be proud of that run.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, kind of checked out a little bit. The cushion stayed there for the majority of the race, so it worked out good for me because that's where I wanted to run. So all in all, we'll take it. I got into Brett Rouse a little bit, and right there, I don't know going into 1 or 3. I can't really remember, but I know I got into him. I want to apologize to him and kind of make sure he knows that it wasn't on purpose or anything like that.
Now, you've ran a whole plethora of racetracks. You ran here, Lanier, Knoxville. What's your preference? The big, long tracks? Do you like these tight little bull rings better?
Well, I'm a guy from Ohio, so Eldora and Limaland when I first got the game, them were the tracks that I put the most laps on. So I kind of want to do good there, because they're like your home tracks, kind of like the PA guys. I noticed the PA guys around here when we run at Williams Grove, they tried to and they are good, but they like to make sure, you know what I mean. So it's kind of a home track. I like all the tracks, but if I was wanting to do really good at any of them, I'd say it'd have to be Eldora or Lima for me.
Those PA guys are going to get off the porch first to run at Williams Grove or anywhere else.
Exactly. They're good there. I didn't say he's good everywhere.
You gotta get off the porch. That's right. Who you got helping you out? Who you want to give thanks to?
Absolutely. Tim Nichols with Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Give him a shout out. He helps the team a bunch. Ultimate Dirt TV, Brad, I know he does a lot of them broadcasts and stuff. Appreciate all he does for us, the team, getting everything ready for us, things. You guys for putting on the league. Appreciate that. And it's always nice to come out here in the middle of the night sometimes and race. It's not a bad thing. I always Didn't like it there for a while, but kind of growing on me. So maybe I'll swing in next week too.
And you were Brett's pick to win, so you won him some extra money tonight.
Absolutely. I'll talk to him about it later.
I'm gonna send
Take care,
you an
boys.
invoice, buddy.
Okay. Hey, take care, boys.
See you, bud.
Ernie Williams, your winner.
All right, Steve, I'll let you chat to your pick. First loser home tonight. Second spot, Mason Hannigan.
Well,
first we gotta figure out how old he is first.
14.
Okay, we're good.
Well, you know what, Mason? We did some Facebook stalking, and the age don't add up, sir.
Why?
It's what?
Why is that? Why is that?
Because Facebook says you're 19. You said you're 14.
Well, sometimes you just got to find one way to get into Facebook, huh?
Yeah, or to the girls, I guess. One of the two. But, you led a little bit there. I mean, you battled hard with Ernie Williams. You was really dedicated to that bottom line. So tell us how it went.
I don't know. The bottom was quick, and then, it doesn't make much sense because if you're on the bottom wide open, then you got a guy coming on the top that's about half throttle and he's quicker than you. He's probably going to get the best of you. So,
Do you think
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I just got to figure this place out. I got to figure every little short track out. So, I don't know.
So does Randy watch you race?
I'm not sure. I think time to time he does.
He should be like the number one UDTV follower.
Well, I'm not sure.
Sorry, Steve. There's another Mason that takes that one.
Well, go ahead and tell us who is on your car, who you got to thank tonight for making it all possible for you.
Oh yeah, Black Diamond Motorsports, Brett, and Brett makes it fun. Discord time to time, and UDTV, FK Roddens, Sim Styles, Tim Sims, Integra Shocks, and everyone else that helps out.
So I got another question for you to get off, because I'm just my curiosity is killing me. So any of the World Thunder races that you've raced in, has it actually been your dad racing at any of them?
No, not a single one.
All you. See there, you just ruined the suspense.
No, I finally got my name changed about 2 days ago.
Well, congratulations.
That helps a little bit. I was
All right.
for about, but
I understand that. All right, coming home in second place tonight, Mason Hannigan. Now we're going to throw it to the Brester with Wyatt Brown.
All right, chatting with Wyatt Brown now home in third place. Boy, Wyatt, man, you come from deep in the field, and you come home third place. How was that one after the 30 lapper?
Oh, that one was interesting. We were okay. We kind of blew it there at the start. Just slow, can't get any momentum rolling. Finally picked up about lap 10, and we were decent from there on out, chasing Mason and Ernie.
How much throttle control goes into it, when the track gets slick like it was, to try and keep that car locked down on the bottom side, or, to try and hit that cushion lap after lap without trying to knock the concrete wall down?
Knocked down the concrete wall a couple times. I think the right rear wheel's full of it. But when you're chasing those two, you're pushing the car as hard as you can without spinning the deal out. I think we only got to about half throttle the entire race, so it was fun.
Buddy, well, look, you come home third place tonight here at the 410s at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate a third place here tonight. But before we let you go, of course, sponsor shoutouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Green to Checkered Racing, Ed Brown Trucking, Nick's iRacing Photos, FRC, More Landscape and Maintenance, Miss Web Designs, Old Man Graphics, and you guys. I mean, you guys do a lot for us and all of us iRacers, so can't do it without you guys.
All right, there we go. Wyatt Brown there home in third spot. Boys, that'll wrap us up. PR tonight. What in the world was that, Steve?
I don't know. I didn't hit no buttons.
Oh, you're talking about that vibrating noise?
Yeah. Listen, we
That was
know it's late, but there's no need to go there just yet. At least wait till we get off air for that.
That was my phone dying right in the middle of the broadcast.
If that's what you want to go with, we'll go with it. Steve, Chris, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me here in the booth here for the Wings Only Racing 410 race at Limaland. A nice, quick and easy show. And we'll see you guys in a couple of days' time.
Alrighty.
All right, that'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, big thanks to Wings Only Racing and Green to Checker Racing. Without those guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here on a Sunday night heading over into a Monday morning, which feels like probably a Friday for me because it's just Monday's the big day. But it's over. We got there in the end. We're going to be back again live on Steve. When are you live next?
Wednesday night. Well, I'm technically, actually, no, I have 2 shows this week. Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday's a double header. I'm on one, then Chris be on the call for the other one.
And then I've got one on Wednesday too. So technically we've got 3 shows and we'll have 2 running at the same time. How about that?
That's right. Hey, Chris, why don't you tell us about the show on Wednesday night that you be calling? He's already passed out.
You caught me off guard. We're gonna be. It's the Bull Ring Battle Royal Series. Nelson's Newton Cattle Company Bull Ring Battle Royal late model series that we are going to be at Kokomo for a special 63 lapper in memory of Brian Clausen. So that's what's coming up Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time, not Mountain Time, Eastern time.
Who does anything in Mountain Time? Man, I didn't even know there was a Mountain Time existed.
Well, we don't even want to talk about that. That got confusing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, look, just give me a Central Time or Eastern Time. But anyhow, boys, good luck on Tuesday and Wednesday. No doubt a lot of fans will be tuning in to that one. But again, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Chris Nunn, Stephen McMillan, and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night. We'll see you on Tuesday night. Peace.